Okay, so for these sliders, all they basically are, okay, is on any bone or control, okay. If you go into the bone properties and scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a custom properties, and then you can say add. Okay. Now what that does, let me just go into the other scene and do it up there. I like this mode all of a sudden. Okay. What that does is if we select a control, for instance, okay, we can add a custom property to it. Okay, so expand that. I'm going to delete that one for now. Say add. Okay, then we can say edit, give it a new name. So this one we can use for the rolling of the lip. So we can say it's on the control already, so we know more or less what the control is. So we can just say roll in. Okay, the default value we can set to 0. You need to make it 0.0, otherwise it sticks to whole numbers, so you need to give it a decimal value as well. So I'm going to do that. Excuse me. Okay, and then we have this, and that is if you have any of these controls selected and they have a custom property on, you can see it in this panel under properties. Okay, so it would be there. Now we can go and link it to this slider if we want to. Okay, so first of all, just to get the value for this that we need to link it to, we can just right click on the number and say copy data path. Okay, so that just copies it to the clipping board or whatever. And then we can link shapes to it. So if we go select our shape, okay, so same, it's just a driver like anything else. It's actually a bit easier than anything else. So lower lip roll in, let me just delete that for now. So for that shape, okay, what we can do is say add driver. Go into our drivers panel, so I'm just going to do that and set up a new one. So graph editor, drivers, go find it and make this smaller. Okay, so in our drivers over here, okay, exactly the same as what we did last time. It's the average value. We can delete the variable, add a new one so it doesn't break, and this time we leave it at single property. Okay, here what you have to do is just type in the name of the rig like last time, and all you do there is paste the number or paste the value that you had and you say update. Okay, if we then close that again, we now have that happening. Okay, so any shape that we want to link additionally, we can do that way. Okay, so for instance, I did that for those shapes over there. So being able to do that, so it's just an extra shape on that piece of the lip that does that. Also did the same thing for the tongue. So the tongue has a control which links the up and the down to it. Okay. So you can have tongue up, you can have a tongue down, you have tongue out if you want, which then, if linked properly, does that. So any shape. So I made a shape that just closes the mouth when the jaw is down. Okay. So if I just reset it and move that down, it then just closes the mouth again. Okay. Which is pretty cool. Also had one that, if we just reset everything, okay, if we reset that and turn these off. Okay, I also then added ones that pinch the corners of the mouth. Okay, so if the mouth is open a little bit and a little bit more, let's move these forward. Okay, so we can then, if we want to close off that a little, also just want to turn that off. Oh, it is weird. We can then just pinch the corners together. Okay, so literally just another shape which just allows you that little bit of extra control in making more defined shapes. Okay, so not very difficult. Go and add a new property over there, call it anything you want, and then right click copy data path and just paste that into the driver's property. Okay, like I showed you. And that is it in terms of setting everything up. Okay, cool. Any questions?